So tell the detective, what do we have here?
Well, going back through my notes, the victim is a female, age 22, named Amy Slauson. She was an aspiring biomedical engineer, highly revered for her work. We have not ruled out suicide.
Something tells me that someone with this much potential wouldn't take her own life. I think we should check up on the document. It's a long way up.
Long way down to see if there's any signs of damage. Ooh, glove got caught there. Could be a sign of struggle, so we should take a closer look.
And these fingerprints look too big to be the victims. Let's bag this and send it to Caleb in the lab. The nice thing about the glass is it's going to be easy to be able to pull it off with the graphite powder. Send it to the lab for analysis. That could be the perp's fault.
Oh, I have to take this. Excuse me.
Caleb, I'm sending you a print right now. Did you get it? Good. I want you to run that through the APHIS database and see if you get any results. I'll be stopping by the lab later to see what you get. Good.
Sorry about that. Got some action going on at home base. Such a shame to end such a promising life like Amy's so early.
We know what to say about finals week. It could be deadly. So, Caleb, you had a chance to check out those fingerprints I sent you?
I was just about to load it up right now. I've got it right here.
Very good.
Okay. So, the print you sent me. I'll load it in here. Convert to grayscale. Equalize the histogram. Apply a neighborhood 1 median filter. Sharpen the print 50 times. Apply our ridge filter. And now I should be able to fine-tune the binarization thresholds. And I would say that is our print.
Good. Did you get any matches on our perps?
Run it through the database right now. Okay, and I will load a copy of the fingerprint into the APHIS database for comparison. Binarization. Get a wireframe model. Let's locate the minutia. This should locate all of the bifurcations and terminations in the fingerprint. I will apply the algorithm to remove any false minutia. And zoom in on our region of interest. And determine our orientation. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like the APHIS database has a match for this fingerprint.
We did find one other thing from the crime scene. It was this iPhone, but it seems to have a biometric encryption layer that we just can't break.
Let me have a look. The iPhone 5S equipped with Touch ID sensor. I'm fairly familiar with these. I have a sneaking suspicion that the print we picked up at the scene might not only help get us access to this phone, but the identity of our suspect, too.
You know how to do this?
I don't know how yet, but I have an idea that I want to try.
I'll leave you to it.
I'll get back to you when I have some results.
Get it. You have anything for me?
Oh, I'm glad you're here. So, using the fingerprint that you picked up at the scene, I was able to create a photo mask in Adobe Illustrator, which I used in a process known as soft lithography to create a master mold of the fingerprint. And using a composition of PDMS, I was able to make the PDMS conduct the capacitive energy from the fingertip surface to the Touch ID sensor on the iPhone.
What about the capacitive sensor? PDMS isn't conductive.
I was able to impregnate the PDMS with enough graphite that it actually did become conductive, propagating the electric field of the fingertip to the capacitive sensor. After several hours of mundane toiling in the lab, I now have a batch of these fake fingerprints to test out, and I have not tried this yet. So, we will position the fake fingerprint over the Touch ID sensor, apply my finger, and voila! It would appear that this is your suspect. According to this contact book, the phone belongs to a Luke Barton. Says he has an address here in Madison, on campus.
Well, I guess it's time that we pay Mr. Burglar a visit.
Guess winter is coming.
Not soon enough.
Yeah.
This is Berglund, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Jared Ness, and this is Caleb Grubb. We're from the Madison Crime Lab. We're wondering if we could ask you
Cops, eh? I suppose. What do you need?
It's pretty cold out here. Do you mind if we discuss it inside?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this should only take a moment of your time.
All right.
You mind putting that bottle down while we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, I suppose I can drop it for a moment. So what can I do for you boys?
Just have a few questions for you.
All right.
So you go to school here?
Yep. I have since the early 70s.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Never really figured out what I wanted to do.
Does the name Amy Slauson ring any bells?
Can't say so.
That's interesting. Because she was murdered 2 nights ago.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, that's where it gets interesting. We found this phone at the scene of the crime, and it turns out that your fingerprint unlocks it. So tell me, does this look like you?
Yeah, that's me.
Can you explain then how your fingerprints and phone ended up at the scene of the crime?
Well, being a student, I like to study all over this campus. There's no crime in that.
Unless you have some bags packed over there. Are you planning on going somewhere soon?
Look, I think I need to talk to a lawyer before we go any further.
That's very fine indeed, but we'd have to take this downtown.
Every Christmas.
Alright, let's go. So you're getting anywhere?
Finally broke them.
Wow, 12 hours. So,
long hours.
what's the story here?
Well, apparently it was a part of some underground crime syndicate where they stole notes and exams and sold them on the black market.
Really? So how does Amy fit into all this?
Well, we targeted her apparently for her good grades and for her high intellect.
Well, anyway, congratulations. That's quite an accomplishment for you.
I do believe I owe you congratulations. Without that trick with the fingerprint, we would never have caught this guy.
What can I say? I guess I've been doing my study.
You know, after 30 years of stealing academic materials, I think you could learn the most important lesson of all.
What's that?
That cheaters never prosper.